know my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Uno, no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Like 5! Right there, 54 Mike. Check three.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yeah. You don't want to know.
Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here we go.
Hey, alert.
Ben leaves to Conner on the draw. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, let's get in that hole. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 16. Alert.
Throwing on second down, Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Hey. Mike, you don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, what's that?
Now it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go. 180! You're not ready. Get hot.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 12. It's a part now. Get hot.
Garoppolo now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Dante Moncrief. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Complete to Dante Moncrief. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Check 55 to Mike. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Hey, check, man.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20. Here we go, here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. White. 21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Here we go.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. on as the punt team now as this one's sent away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Pushes over him.
Now, that's just not right.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Right back to Connor here on first. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check. Lucky. Alert. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Rock 54. X3. 218. Chop. Right there. 54. Right there. 44.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Check 4.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
11, 61. Max Buck.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On first down, here's Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his third year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Second and 10 at the 4-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Easy. Two-shot bomber. Two-shot bomber.
Roethlisberger running the option left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On third down, it's Connor. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football, but an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defense, Nicker. Recon, 132 fighter.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go. Like 20. I'm coming. 2. 12, fellas, here we go.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 17-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Right there. 54 Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
50. Check 50. 24. Hey, check 24.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
That, like 80. Mark 54. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Show it up. Show it up.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Protein spill. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's got this down to the 35. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the run, watch the run. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. 11. 26 Mike, 20
Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go. 180. Stay with your man. White.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Roethlisberger now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Black 80. Mike 5-4. Yeah. Tight dog. Jack 16. No spacing.
From the 40 now on second down. Roethlisberger completes it to Moncrief left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
180. Check right 54. Right 54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
No, it won't work. 80 weapons.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Get out the field, defense. Switch. No foul. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike, flash and turn.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They run with Breida, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Breida.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Hey, go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Kill. Travis. Kill. Turn up. Alert 3.
On 1st down, it's Connor. And it's a fumble.
Yeah, baby.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Easy. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 54.
Again, a run with Connor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
White 80. Check right 54. Right 54. Watch the run.
Here's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Second down and goal. Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. 49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Here we go. Like 20. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll run on first down. Connor, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
37-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 30. Coming to you. Check 13. Check. Alert.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's get it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Roethlisberger now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Samuels. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
All right, now, black 20. Mike 5-4. He's tired of winning. Jack 16.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Now he's flushed out left. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go. 180. Check 55. Hey, alert. 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 Hey, check right. Watching your 5. You're good.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
21.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Here's Garoppolo to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
For the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Steelers.
Ready? Like 80. Right there, 54 Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Kill.
On first down, it's Connor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Like 30. Mike 5-4. Better bring it. Hey. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots. And that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
Right there, 54 Mike. And watch that, and watch the ball.
And they will take a knee here. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Pittsburgh, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.